Alright, so imagine this. You're one of the highest ranking officers in the Canadian Air Force. You've flown prime ministers, top generals, even Queen Elizabeth herself. Your life perfect, your job powerful, your reputation untouchable. But what if I told you that this same man, Russell Williams, was living a dark, disgusting double life that makes every true crime show look like a Disney movie? Because behind the medals, behind the salutes, behind the shining uniform was a man who broke into homes, stole women's underwear, assaulted innocent victims, and committed two brutal murders. Yeah, buckle up because this one's dark, twisted, and honestly, one of the widest betrayals in Canadian history. Before everything fell apart, Russell was the definition of Canadian excellence. He joined the military in the late 80s and climbed the ranks faster than anyone could believe. By 2009, he was commanding the CFB Trenton, Canada's biggest Air Force base. He was the guy in charge, respected by everyone, loved by his community. He even lived in a nice, quiet neighborhood. People waved to him, he waved back. He was polite, disciplined, professional, everything you did expect from a decorated officer. But here's the thing about monsters. They blend in perfectly until they don't. So around 2007, strange things started happening. Women began noticing missing underwear, drawers slightly moved, closet doors left open. Creepy, right? But nobody could figure it out until years later because it turns out the guy breaking into these homes was none other than Russell. He wasn't stealing jewelry or cash, nope. He was stealing women's underwear, not just taking them. He would break into the house, put them on, take selfies, pose in front of mirrors, and leave. Sometimes he used to even lay their clothes neatly back, or sometimes he would just vanish with them. He cataloged everything, labeling the photos like trophies and literal scrapbook of his crimes. Yeah, this man was out there running a military base by day and playing dress up in strangers' house by night. But you really know how this goes with guys like this. It never stops at word. By 2009, Russell escalated from burglaries to sexual assaults. He started breaking into homes when women were actually inside. In one case, he tied a woman up, blindfolded her, and forced her to pose for photos while he wore her clothes. The guy who saluted Queen Elizabeth was now terrorizing innocent women in their homes. And then things got way worse. In November 2009, a military technique under Russell's own command was found murdered. The killer had broke into her home, assaulted her, and killed her. Nobody suspected Russell. Why would they? He was actually the superior officer. He even attended her funeral in uniform, pretending to be heartbroken. That is how deep the marks went. Then came January 2010. The 27 years old lady disappeared from her home. Her friends couldn't reach her. Her car was still in the driveway, but she was gone. Police searched everywhere, and then they found something crucial: tire tracks in the snow near her house. The pattern was unusual from a specific kind of tire. A few days later, cops set up a road check. Guess who rode through? Yeah, Russell, smiling like he had nothing to hide. Officers noted his tire treads, compared them, and boom! Perfect match. And that's when the uniform came off. Russell was brought in for questioning by Detective Smith, one of the calmest interrogators in Canadian history. Smith laid out the tire photos, the shoe prints, and the DNA. And slowly, Russell marks cracked. After hours of interrogation, he confessed to everything: the break-ins, the assault, and the murders of the two ladies. He even drew maps showing where he had hidden the bodies. That interrogation footage is still one of the most chilling in true crime history. Police found boxes of stolen underwear, thousands of photos, and detailed logs of every break-in. He had even filmed some of the assaults. In 2010, Russell pleaded guilty of 88 charges, including 2 counts of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison. So yeah, Russell wasn't just a criminal. He was proof that sometimes evil doesn't look like a monster. No matter how perfect someone seems, darkness always leaves a footprint. So guys, remember to like and leave a comment and follow for more insane true crime stories every week. See ya.